Hello, howdy, how do you do? Teacher Jackie here again, and today I am so excited to share with you my honest and unfiltered review of my newest ESL company, Zebra English. So for those of you who don't know, Zebra English is a Chinese-based company that was started back in 2017, but has only recently begun to blossom in the ESL scene. So this company has a ton of potential, and I am actually really excited about it, so I'm happy to share it with you. But if you are interested in any of the other online companies that are out there right now, including Zebra English, Q Kids, Palfish, VIP Kid, or OutSchool, please join my Facebook group, Become an Online Teacher -Hiring Help, or email me at teacherjackieonline@gmail.com. You can also follow my blog at teacherjackien.wordpress.com. Zebra English started as an app that children ages 3 to 8 could use to learn English, and they're learning vocabulary, sentences, grammar, and the app itself has over 650,000 students. So it is well known, and it is a high quality platform for teaching young children English over in China. Recently, Zebra English began to phase in their one-on-one blended learning product, which is where us teachers come in. So with the one-on-one instruction through Zebra English, it is an add-on. Parents can choose to purchase this product for their child in addition to what they are currently working on in the app. And that allows their child to practice on the app all week and then meet one-on-one with a real teacher. The idea is that they interact with the curriculum throughout the week. Then they come and they participate in that one-on-one class with a native English speaker. That can help the student by helping them with perfecting their pronunciation, speaking in full and grammatically correct sentences, and extending with the student beyond the curriculum. So for instance, if that week the lesson the student was exploring was on toys, and the keywords might have been ball or stuffed animal, or it could have been train, whatever the words were, the teacher could extend beyond this content by helping the student to practice their spontaneous conversational skills by asking extension questions such as, "What is your favorite toy?" or "Why do you like it?" The Zebra English platform is interactive. It has games, songs, role-playing slides. It's fast-paced, it's fun, and as the teacher, you control the flow of the lesson by focusing on the content that the student needs assistance with the most and extending in those areas that the student is excelling. So the booking system for Zebra English is pretty unique. It is sort of like a hybrid system where you have both regular and assigned trial students. So how it works is you give Zebra English your availability, and then on the platform, the booking system will automatically start assigning you trial students. And these students are completely new to that one-on-one platform. So they are already customers of Zebra English. They are already using the app at home. But now they are trying that one-on-one platform, and they're trying to see if that teacher-led instruction package is worth the price. So it is your job and your goal to try and convert those trial students into becoming your regulars. So by converting your trials into regular students, you begin to build your consistent weekly schedule that will provide you with a steady stream of predictable bookings and thus a steady stream of cash. So now I'm going to be honest. Currently, the bookings of trials with Zebra English are somewhat spotty. Some weeks I receive quite a few, while others I'm getting 2 or 3. So on top of those low numbers, the conversion rate for trial students to becoming regular students seems to hover around the 20% range. So let's say you teach 10 students, 10 different trials, and roughly 2 of those convert because you're at that 20% mark. that means that it may take you weeks or even months to build up your schedule. But I do feel that the stability of having regulars may make this company worth it in the end. So I plan on sticking with it, seeing how things go, and then I'm going to make an updated video down the line to give you an update on whether or not I'm seeing more consistent bookings. One of the reasons that I like Zebra English, besides the hybrid model of both regular students and computer-based random bookings, is that the curriculum itself is very straightforward. With my other company, with Q Kids, I find that there is so much content and such a wide variety of ways to deliver the content that sometimes I'm thrown off by the functionality of a game or an activity just because I haven't even seen it before. Once a week I'm finding something new that I haven't been exposed to as much. So that does give me a little anxiety on the Q Kids platform, but I don't experience this at all on the Zebra English platform. Because on Zebra English, it's pretty much the exact same type of activities each class, and they're in a predictable order. So I never really feel like I'm being caught off guard or thrown for a loop. And it doesn't take me much time at all to prep. So the slides begin usually with a phonics song. So you and the student will listen to a song and you'll sing a song. Or if you have a higher level student, it'll start with a rapport building slide where you will take selfies with the student, which is actually a ton of fun. And then they transition into some slides to review vocabulary through things like flashcards or games. And then it moves into parroting exercises where I say a sentence and then you repeat. And then you go into role playing, which is pretty fun. And then it's followed by a short presentation where I read it and then you say it. And we move into our pronunciation slides where I model the correct pronunciation of commonly misspoken words or phrases. And then we wrap up with a celebration. So it is super predictable. It'll take you a few classes to get the hang of, but once you do, you will be zooming through. You won't need much prep time, and you will be able to really focus on those extension questions, which is what makes Zebra English so much fun. With Q Kids, I don't have a lot of time to do extensions, mainly because it's 4 kids and 1 of me in a 30-minute class. With Zebra English, it's one-on-one, and the classes are slightly shorter, but with that one-on-one, I'm able to dive a little deeper. And the fact that they're coming in prepared to my lesson, they already know the content, we're just sort of reviewing and making sure that I make those corrections that the app can't make. So listening very closely to their pronunciation and making corrections and looking for omissions of words and sentences or correcting that grammar when they're speaking sentences. A lot of what I'm able to do with Zebra English is that correction and that extension piece and making sure that I'm encouraging a ton of student output. And so I really enjoy that the students come in prepared to Zebra English so that we are able to dive much, much deeper with the content. So I find the class duration of 25 minutes to be perfect. You spend 23 of those minutes actually instructing, which is plenty of time to cover the curriculum with some time left over for extensions for less fluent students and plenty of time for extensions for those that are excelling. And because you have regular students, this extension time really allows you to build and nurture your relationships with your students, thus ensuring that they continue to book you into the future and that you have pleasant and fun classes to look forward to each week. Zebra English is a company that really seems to be working hard to establish positive relationships with teacher contractors. I've actually been very impressed with how they interact with me and with the other teachers. So they have an official Zebra English Facebook group, and in that group they are constantly in contact with us. They share all sorts of fun things where we can get to know them better. There's tons of fun videos, and then we can actually be a part of their videos. So sometimes they will send a little challenge out to us to record a clip, and then we can do so if we want. And if we send it in, we could be featured in one of the videos that they send out to families. So that's pretty fun. I enjoy that community piece of building things collaboratively between the company and us teacher contractors. And then in addition to that, they send out surveys very frequently, which makes me feel as if they're actually listening to concerns. So I've gotten surveys in the last couple weeks about things like there's information that they give before you go into a classroom on how the student did during the week practicing in the app. And so they just wanted some more feedback on whether or not that's helpful and what they could change to make it more helpful. So I appreciated that because that's going to impact my classroom instruction. And they cared enough to ask me if it was adequate. And then they also sent out a survey just a couple weeks ago on whether or not we were getting enough bookings and how we felt about the current bookings. And so that just tells me that the company is respecting my feelings and they are respecting those feelings of other teachers, and they're really taking into account the fact that people value being heard. So I love that about Zebra English. One of the other benefits that drew me to Zebra English was their pay scale. So it is higher than that of Q Kids. At Q Kids, it is a base rate of $8. So every teacher is making that base rate. At Zebra English, there is a slightly more generous base pay. So you can make between $8 and $9 starting out. So I am actually making more than I am making over at Q Kids just starting out with a slightly higher base pay. And then on top of that base pay, I get a $1 incentive for every single class that I come and attend on time. So at Q Kids, that first dollar is based on performance. Did the parents like you or not? On Zebra English, it is based on attendance. Did you show up on time? And I can definitely manage to show up on time. Knock on wood, now I'm sure something's going to happen, but I count that extra dollar just into my pay because I know I'm going to get it. So for me, it bumps up my base pay an extra dollar, and that's just more money for me at the end of the day. In addition to that dollar, you can earn even more. So there is a quantity bonus. In the month, if you teach 30 or more classes, you can earn an additional 50 cents per class. If you teach 45 or more classes, you can get an additional dollar. So that extra dollar on top of the attendance bonus can make your base pay bump up by $2. So you could be making $10 per class. And if you factor in the fact that it's a 25-minute class and you could teach 2 of those classes in an hour, you really could be making $20 an hour doing something that you love. So on average, though, teachers are going to be earning somewhere between $16 and $24 on average. So it is likely when you are starting out that you may be making that $8 range, and then those 2 extra dollars would put you at $10. So you'd be making $20, but you could be making between $16 and $24. And then also, and this part I really like, they give you an opportunity to make $2 extra per class by teaching a short notice booking. So I open up all my unbooked slots between my 2 companies. I open those up with Zebra, and I go onto the app and I toggle on the short notice booking, and that means that Zebra English can go in and book me between 1 and 24 hours prior to a class, pretty last minute. So I can get booked up to an hour before that class. And the great thing is, though, that the lessons are so easy to prep for, I don't mind. But if I teach that class, I get $2 extra for that class. So really, I could be making quite a bit more just by picking up those short notice bookings throughout the week. So I always leave my short notice on, which makes me able to pick up those extra bookings and make those extra $2 per class. Now, the other interesting feature that is worth noting is Zebra English has a really interesting program. It's called the Home-Based Mentor, or HBM program. And the HBM program's goal is to empower high-performing teachers to assist in developing and administering professional development for teachers, as well as conducting demos with prospective hires. So HBMs are paid a higher rate for any workshops or other HBM bookings that they work. And these classes get counted towards their quantity incentives. Hello, Mercedes. So these bookings count towards that quantity. So they can still teach their students, their regulars, and they can be doing their HBM work, and they can be getting those extra dollars because those are still working towards their quantity incentives. So if you are interested in learning more about Zebra English, or if you are ready to take those next steps towards becoming a Zebra English teacher, please contact me at teacherjackieonline@gmail.com and use my referral code so that I can better help you to achieve your teaching goals. Happy teaching! Bye-bye!